Good morning, all you beautiful people. How is everybody on this Sunday? Ninny C is always first. I love you, girl. I hope you are doing well. I don't know why I have my camera on. I have no idea. I'm not even dressed. I'm still in my PJs because it's Sunday. The day to relax. But I haven't been live in a little bit, so I figured I'd go live and say hello to all you fabulous people. And, maybe do a little breakdown, see what you guys are thinking. I just haven't been live. Is anybody going to chit chat or is everybody going to just lurk? Or is it my StreamYards? Let me go onto my YouTube side. Maybe StreamYards is frozen. Hold on. Let me look. Let me look. Let me look. If I can find me. Where am I? Oh, there's Samara. Hey, Rabash. How are you? How is everybody? Yeah, for some reason, my StreamYard side is frozen. So I'll do it from the YouTube side. But I do want to say good morning, Pop Trauma. Good morning, Tawanda. How are you guys? Good to see you. So my title says Breakdown Sunday. So I wanted to say that, hey, Winky. I have to give props where props are due. I do have to say it was nice. This morning I had woken up and I was listening to Bomb Stream, and I was kind of like wincing at first at Bomb Stream, and I was kind of like, oh no, here we go again, digging and talking about it. And we all know how I feel about digging and talking about it. But I have to give props to Laura and Tiffany Marie. I do. It was nice to see them go up and kind of veer away from the going looking into stuff and talking about it. I do have to give props where props are shown. So because you guys all know that I'm not on a side. Good morning, 420. Good to see you. Um, you all know that I'm not on anybody's side. Hey, Richard. I'm not on anybody's side. I just am one of those people that will talk, give my opinion, say truth, give my opinions, and talk how I see it, no matter what side it's on, you know? No matter It doesn't matter what side you're on. If I think you're doing something right, I'll say, I think you're doing something right. If I think you're wrong, I'll say you're wrong. And it doesn't matter what side you are on. I look at everybody as an individual and I hold everybody um to their own words. Like, I'm not one to sit there and be like, oh, because you were on the panel, I'm upset with you, blah, blah, blah. I'm not like that because people on a panel, they can't control what other people say. So I only hold what people say with their own words. So I thought, like I said, at first I was a little with bombs and having Sarah up there talking about the Diane's deceased sister and how she was digging into that. I was kind of like, wincing. I really was. But it was nice to see Laura and Tiffany go up and say that if you're going to do it, you can do it. Good morning, Summer Reed. Because like what I said before in my panel, we can't stop people from looking into people. We can't. Even if we don't agree, they're going to do what they want. It's just what you do with that information. So I thought that was good. What else did I want to talk about? There was a couple of things, and I'm having a Sunday morning brain issue. What the heck was I going to talk about? I don't remember. I know there's one thing I will not talk about. I know everybody is upset about it, and I just feel like it's a conversation that should not be talked about. So I will not be talking about that, even if somebody brings it up in the chat. I think out of respect, it's just not a conversation that should be had on YouTube. Bottom line. And I think you guys all know what I'm talking about. It happened a couple of days ago, and that's all I'm going to say about it. I am not addressing that. I'm not giving my opinions on that. I'm not anything. Um, because I just don't feel like that is for YouTube, and it's not my story to talk about, and it's not anybody else's story to talk about. So I am not going to be discussing that. So if anybody wanted to discuss that, this is not the place to do it because I will not. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, Nari. Um, what else did I want to talk about? I can't even remember. Samara, do you remember what else I wanted to talk about? Be my brain for this morning. Do you want to come up? I sent you the link if you want to come up. I was kind of shocked that Bomb kept her stream up though, because I did see that she got porned last night as well. I was kind of shocked that the stream was still up. Going real life, like, beat up people. Oh, yes. Yes. That's the other thing I want to discuss, which I might get slack for this one, but it's just my opinion. And I'm allowed to have it just like everybody else. And I'm going to try to do it as well, I'm just going to shoot it the way I'm going to shoot it. I have a hard time with somebody sitting on a panel talking about how somebody's going to get hurt, how real life is not okay. Blah, blah, blah. Like, this person is tired of all the real life stuff. Hey, dog mom. Hey, British Chippy. But yet she does a community post with a map. Which one is it? I just kind of want to know. I kind of want to know that because I'm confused because you're giving two mixed signals. So is it okay? Is it okay when you're defending somebody and it's not okay when they're talking about your friend? How does that work? Because I just don't get how you can sit on a panel or jump on panels and talk about how real life is not okay, but your community post of a map was kind of a threat, I would think, right? I don't know. Did anybody else read into that as a threat? I did. So how can you're not helping the matters by putting up somebody, a map. Yes, it wasn't to the house. No, you didn't dox. Um, but at the same time, I have a hard time. You have to be across the board, I think. If you think real life and all this is wrong, then you need to say real life is wrong and stick to that. Not pick and choose what it is. Low lightly, it was a threat. I called her on it. It was a threat. It was a threat. But then she does panels saying how disgusting, people are going real life and how disgusting it is and how somebody's going to get hurt and how she doesn't agree with it. So I'm a little confused. I want to know, is it okay only when it's not your friends? Because I get that you were upset about the scenario that happened. I think a lot of us were. Um, but still, I think you lose it when you give a threat. You can't you could have went up there and said made you upset, it hurt your feelings, you hurt my friend, da 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 da. But when you go up there and do a video threatening the person and then do a community post threatening the person, you kind of lose it, right? Oh, are you talking about Sarah? Well, Sarah said Marissa threatened her first. Sarah says things out of anger, she doesn't mean it. I told her to stop. Okay, Rep Ash, that's the one thing. How can we justify just because are we supposed to always say, well, they did it because they were angry? Or it's okay because people say things out of anger. If you're going to do that, then you need to do it across the board, right? Then they could say that about MGL. She was angry. Even though it was disgusting, whatever, they could say she was angry. So how can we use Sarah's as she was angry? She said things she didn't mean. No. I can get mad, but I don't go, I get upset sometimes, but I don't go threatening people. I don't go putting out maps. I don't I don't do that stuff. So when do we as adults, grown adults, take accountability for our own actions? If you're mad, then maybe take that breath and take that step back instead of doing a reaction, right? Well, if Marissa threatened her first, that's wrong. I didn't see that. I don't know. Good morning, Jelly Toast. I don't know. I don't agree with going real life at all. But who knows how I would really act if it was done to me. I don't agree with going real life either. And I think the way I would react, I would tell you right now, you guys wouldn't know. That's how I would handle it. I would handle it legally. I would handle it behind the scenes and I would not make a spectacle out of it. I would not fire up a live and tell you guys all the ins and outs of it. If it happened to me, you guys wouldn't know. My close friends would know, but you guys wouldn't know. I would just do the adult thing and handle it in the adult way. And then when I got all the information I needed, maybe I would go live, but I wouldn't go live with no proof, I can't just go live and just point fingers. All I know is I don't know if Molly Golightly threatened her, and if she did, then I would like to see that. But two wrongs don't make a right, and I've said that so many times. So if Molly Golightly threatened her, you null and void it when you threaten back. That's how I see it. Like you lose your stepping stone. Where if you want us to look at Molly Golightly in a bad light because Molly Golightly threatened you, then go live and say that Molly threatened you and that it bothered you and you shouldn't do that. But when you go and do the same thing back, you lose it right then and there. That's my opinion. They're probably not thinking about it anymore, and that's fine. I'm just saying this real life stuff is needs to stop. It just does. And if they're not thinking about it anymore, then take down your threats. If you're over being angry, take down the community post. If you're done, well, Molly takes down all her videos, so that part's taken care of. I want to see it too. Oh, I just disconnected. Can you guys see me? It says chat disconnected. How did I lose people? Oh, you are? Okay. Sorry. Come back. See, I was on the YouTube side and I didn't even get a buzzer. Come back. Hey, Jenny, Jen. Let me put in my headset. No, it's not
Right
really.
on.
It's actually just discussing people going real life and putting threats out, and how I just think that it accomplishes nothing. But there's not really drama.
Hey, I'm reading Lisa Jones's comment, and she said Sarah threatened her first at the end of her video, then MGL responded, then Sarah did a CP. I don't know what that means. Hey, Remy. Hello, Ash.
Ash says, wasn't it in a map to Dip's own house? Molly Golightly told her she was going to come beat her beep, and Dips gave her a map, if memory serves me. What I saw was a map from a
Ohio.
not house to house. Okay, let me rephrase that because everybody will have a canary thinking house to house. It was from town to city to city, I guess, or state to state, I guess you would say. It said, "I'm waiting."
I'm not sure. I only saw
Well, I mean, I did see the
one
live
thing.
where, Sarah did say, Molly, why don't you come say that to me? Um,
Oh, community post. Thanks, Lisa.
how is it? I don't think it's drama. It's conversation
Who's
about
worrying about?
going real life. Oh, Jenny
Does
Jen
it
Jen
matter?
saying, I
Does it
guess
really matter?
I don't. Well, only certain people can have an opinion around here. That's it. And I knew, like I said, right before I even said it, I'm sure people are going to come for me for my opinion. But I just think that in one breath, you can't say you think it's wrong and it needs to stop. People are going to get hurt. It breaks your heart, but then go and do it. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
When did you see that community post, Jenna?
Yesterday.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Because Rep Rash says you're bringing up stuff that already died down.
No, this was yesterday. The community post was posted yesterday.
No, she doesn't. The truth. That's why I
Hey,
spoke the way I did.
Galloway.
Hey, Galway girl.
Hold on. Yeah, I know I saw it yesterday, but let me see when it was posted. I believe it was posted yesterday as well.
Not. Alright, hold on. Let's see.
Hold on. Well, I can't see it now because I'm blocked. Interesting. Interesting how that works. I can't see a community post now because I'm blocked.
Oh,
Hmm.
darn.
Darn. That's interesting. Let's see.
Hash Brown. Rep Ash also defended TNT for threatening to go real life on Carla. She said TNT was just angry and she didn't mean it. Hmm.
The real life just needs to stop. That's it. Point blank,
That's
period.
all.
That's it. That's it. That's
It doesn't
all
matter
I
when it
have
was
to say.
posted.
It doesn't matter when it was posted. It doesn't matter who did what to what, but the real life has to stop. I think there's enough stuff that is public that you can go at each other for. That's all I'm saying.
Good
For
morning, Trisha.
everybody across the board. Everybody. Everybody across the board. Just I don't know. Somebody
I
is
think
going to end up getting hurt.
I
Somebody is,
agree. I agree with
you
Teacher
know?
Mom. Teacher Mom
Just
said I
like
think
I don't
much.
agree with Sarah Smiles going after looking into Diane's dead sister. I don't think that's cool at all.
No.
It's not. I don't understand what that has to do with anything. I don't know how that has to do with Diane, you know, scamming the community or not scamming the community. I don't know what that has to do with anything. You know?
Hi, Sonia.
Just like maps, just like all these threats. I just
Hi,
think
Margie.
across the board, And like I said, I'm not on nobody's side. Nobody's. I'm not rooting for this team or rooting for that team. I'm just saying across the board, the real life stuff has to stop. But Carla begs people to go real life on her out of desperation for attention. Well, yeah.
But Buffalo Jill, people think Diane is lying about her dead sister now. I do understand that, but what went
Do
on
we?
last night should not have happened.
No, it shouldn't have. I don't think it should have happened at all last night. No.
No. You can do that behind the scenes. Actually, I don't agree with that at all. But
But we can't stop them. Like I said in my last video, we can't stop people from looking into people if they want to look into people. We can't stop anybody from doing that. They're going to do it regardless, no matter what. It's their keyboard, it's their internet, it's their fingertips typing. We can't stop them from doing it. But I kind of want to give props to, the people that were saying it was wrong last night. I think it's wrong. I think all of it is wrong. Digging into people's real lives, what does that have to do with YouTube? I just don't understand it.
well, what if we did?
Threatening people. What does that have? I don't know. I don't get it. So if somebody can explain it to me, by all means, go ahead.
People get shunned around here for less stuff. What? Maybe if the community came together and just didn't tolerate it.
Nari says, looking up Diane will not solve anything. Everyone needs to learn the lesson we are meant to and keep all the crazy stuff on the tubes where it belongs. I agree, Nari. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. I think there's enough stuff on the tubes that people can make a judgment on Diane.
No,
without
I don't think
digging in to all this other stuff. That's my point. There's enough stuff on YouTube that's been on YouTube for a long time, stuff she's owned. There's enough info out there for you to make your judgment whether you want to support Diane or whether you don't. I don't think there needs to be more digging. I don't get it. Can we stop them? No, we can't. But I just don't think it's for everybody's ears.
Again, I think that if we're made aware of it, why can't there be like not a public shaming, but it just be a public, like, we're not going to tolerate it. It's not okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want
but
anybody.
It has to be not tolerated everywhere. Hey, Candace, it has to be not tolerated everywhere. We can't say it's wrong for this side, but then come in and defend your friend or your people for putting up a map. I can't, I don't understand that. Wrong is wrong. That's it.
Hey, Samantha.
Ellie, last night Bombshell had a live. Sarah Smiles was up there and she was talking about Diane's deceased sister, and she was digging into it, and I think she was giving out a little bit more detail than she should have, and I have to give props to Laura, and I have to give props to Tiffany, even though people are going to say, wait, but they're doing it. Okay, I get that, but I do have to give them props for going up there and trying to stop Sarah from going deeper. Yes, Truth. Absolutely.
Pink says, what I do is step back because someone gets hurt. I don't want to ever be associated with that person thinking that it's okay. You're on your own.
Deborah Groovy says, I think it's disgusting that Diane does the wrong and everyone else is doing all the backstabbing and or defending. If she is a true scammer, she's laughing at the DC all the way to the bank. Well, she's the only one being quiet around here. I mean, in all reality, you don't see her anywhere. You don't see her saying nothing. She's the only one being quiet around here. Everybody else is having a voice about it. Diane's late sister has nothing to do, nothing. Where did you go, Puss in Boots? Nothing to do with this. No excuse for that. Point blank. Totally agree. I agree with that. Hey, Truth.
Hey, good morning.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
I didn't even watch Alabama's. Don't care. I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but I don't care. But I did skip through it this morning, and I don't personally understand what Diane's deceased relatives have done.
That's my question. Hey, Jennifer Lynn.
I mean, don't go digging up my
Hi,
mom.
Jennifer.
Don't go digging up my dad or my brother over my behavior. You know, I mean, and at this point, does it really even matter who Diane is?
It doesn't. I don't. That's the part I don't get, to be honest. Like Teacher Moms just said, maybe she's quiet because people won't stop looking into her real life and everything is being picked apart. Just my guess.
No, I
I
think she's quiet because she's a crook. I mean, sorry, that's my opinion, but
that yeah,
and
but I
Jennifer
don't
Lynn.
get
I
I
don't
don't
think she
get the
has
rest.
I don't think she has anything to show. But it doesn't make her deceased family bad people or
Nope.
Right.
you know, I mean, come on. My mom was a saint in my opinion. I'm not. Please don't go digging up my mom in order to make some kind of comparison.
Right.
There's no I don't get the whole looking up people's I don't get looking up people, but I don't get
Nope.
looking up people's dead relatives.
Nope.
What are you going to get out of that?
I don't know. She's trying to say, from what I gathered from it, she's trying to say that she doesn't think the way I took it, and I could be wrong, but the way I took it is that she doesn't think Diane's sister is really Diane's sister.
Well, who cares?
And that's why.
Right.
And that's what I said. What does it matter? Who cares? And what does
And
that
what?
have to do with her scamming YouTube? I don't get it. Diane isn't responsible for grown folks' behavior. Nothing gave them the right to dig into anyone. Her F-ups don't justify people losing their minds.
I agree.
I agree,
Yeah,
Ash.
I agree.
I agree with that.
I mean, I know humans are curious people by nature,
Yes, Sonia, it's still up.
but I don't understand the mindset of wanting to dig up somebody's deceased relatives. What could they possibly have to connect the dots?
I don't know.
What Ash wrote? They're going
I
to
mean,
dig her up an interrogator.
Are we going to do a seance? You know, once we find them, are we gonna sit around and do a seance and say, "Can you come forward and tell us why Diane did what she did, please?"
Are we
Come
gonna
on,
have
people.
Maxie? We're gonna have Maxie do what is it called? Spirit box or something? I don't know. I don't know. I just
I
don't
agree,
get it.
Ash. I don't either.
I don't get it. And all I'm just saying, and the other thing I was just saying
Yeah,
is
that's
maps, threatening and maps, they shouldn't be going up either. Everybody is losing their minds. Everybody is a little touchy. I get why Sarah was upset. I think a lot of us were upset that night. Like I said, I'm not touching that subject. I don't think that's a subject that needs to be touched. I get that Sarah might have been upset because a lot of us were upset. But you have to learn to control what you do on here. You have to be able to take that step back and be like, should I put that map up? Is it really going to benefit me by putting this map up? Because I think people then look at you differently. And then what you're trying to preach comes out
A hypocrite.
a hypocrite. Yeah. Thank you, Samara. That's the word I'm looking for.
Hypocritical.
It does.
This is how crazy people are on YouTube, okay? I put up a little video just saying that I think I have the best supporters and that I really appreciate them. That's all. It was no drama. It was just a little video saying thank you to my supporters. Someone came in there under a troll account. Has to be somebody that knows me pretty well. And made the comment, was my son alone as he took his last breath? Okay, because they know that my biggest thing is I don't like anybody to die alone. As he took his last breath and was grasping for oxygen. Okay, they know that I'm on oxygen.
Oh my gosh.
That was a disgusting troll.
And as he faded away. So now, personally, I would never ever go under anybody's video. And I don't even have a troll account. My one account I had that I kept changing the name on got busted out a long time ago. I've apologized for it 10 million times. I'm not apologizing anymore.
Handle. Humpty Dumpty.
But I would never go under anybody's video and say something like that. But whoever it is, if you're out there and you're listening.
Even the troll account's name was kind of this, prime example of knowing way too much of your stuff.
Right.
Even the troll name. Yeah.
So if you're out there and you're listening, I really meant what I wrote. The comment has since been deleted, but the channel's still up and I'm following it. But know that what I wrote, I meant. It sounds like to me that you're reaching out for help. And come to me. And it doesn't have to be under your troll account. Come to me and we'll talk.
Yeah.
Because somebody who has something like that to say is either really sick in the mind or they really are reaching out for help. And that's all I said to the account was.
Can I actually read exactly what they said word for word and what you said?
Sure.
And wait, before you do that, wait.
Yeah.
Hypersense said Tiffany and MGL started digging up of innocent people. Why didn't anyone say anything then? We did.
We did. I did.
We absolutely did.
I absolutely
and so did
and
Mandy
I got
Bell.
a lot of I got a lot of people coming at me about that. If you go back into my videos, I absolutely did. Because I was one of the first people that called that out when they called the tenants. I did a live about that. And thought it was absolutely wrong.
That quite Mimi, they're a lovely person. I mean, absolutely lovely person.
That's who did it?
No,
that's
not
the one
who did it.
That's the one that's always talking about my hernia, but that's okay.
Okay, so this troll says to Tracy, how do you think your son felt as he was gasping for his last breath? Was he alone? Did he try to get oxygen as he faded? That was the message under this channel. And then Tracy wrote, why don't you come talk to me? You are obviously reaching out for help. Come speak to me. So this is what this disgusting troll put under that video to Tracy. It's gross.
If you have the URL, I know somebody can help find out who that is. Just say.
Oh, I have it.
Okay. So you have the channel.
Yeah. I'm actually following the channel. But
no, he didn't, niece.
No, let's make it clear. Truth's son is fine. He has not passed away. I think they were just trying to scare Tracy. Like Tracy just said, they kind of hit on things that Tracy has told certain people about her fears, and they hit on every single one of them. So,
well, and the thing is I as I'm reading that, I'm not sitting next to my son. So all of a sudden, I start freaking out. I'm thinking, oh my God, is this somebody that knows my son? Because, it could be anybody. So I'm in a panic to speak to my son, which I did. And, everything's good. But I was like freaking out. I was, texting my son, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And
Of
but
course,
yeah,
panic sets in. Exactly, Nari. Of course it does, because you don't know. You know? I don't know. I think
I
it's
wanted
just
to read
disgusting what people are doing around here. Go
the
ahead.
church bells. The church bells sound really nice.
They
That's
do.
church bells.
I know. I'm
That's
so
at
glad
Tracy's.
they had snow stuck in them for a couple days, and they were like, I swear, they sounded so pitiful. They were like, boing, 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 boing. I
Oh, that's
agree
funny.
what was said about PMM, which Jenna's already said she's not going to talk about it.
No.
I don't believe it was glossed over. I had what I had to say about it. It was disgusting.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Um,
Joy Lang.
you know, I did a live about it, and I got drugged for doing my live, saying that I was just as disgusting. And if anybody would have listened to my live, they would have heard what I had to say about it. That, you know, you just don't say
I
shit like that. I
right.
mean,
You don't. And I agree with Stewie. Like Stewie just said, not word for word what Stewie said, but he said just because MGL is a crazy drunk does not take away from the scam Diane did. No, it doesn't. And I think that's the thing. Like, I'm glad that they found this out. Do I believe that she did not what she was supposed to do? I do. That's my opinion. I'm going to stick to it. But I think that now that they got it all out there, everybody that needs to know needs to know. I just think now it's switched, and I have to give Tiffany and Laura props because they did go up there and try to stop Sarah. Like, Sarah, if you're going to do this, do it and just give it to the right people. You do not have to come live and talk about it. And I agree with that. Like,
I
are
wanted
we going
to.
to be able?
I know there's a lot of people that don't like Tiffany. They don't like Corey. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but these people screaming about domestic violence victims being, and trust me, it was horrible. I'll never ever ever say anything other than that. But look what they've done to Corey. I mean, come on. I hate the but what ifs. But the
Mm-hmm.
same people screaming about domestic violence has said some horrific things to Corey. You can't have it both ways. If you're
Right.
passionate about domestic violence, then you have to be passionate, even if it's somebody you don't like.
And that's how I feel. Not that I want to talk about this subject, but that's where I come from. Is
I mean,
that
it's
I
the
see
same way with
people that
addiction or anything else. If you're
right, but this is
passionate about anything in your life, then you have to be passionate about it regardless of who's
regardless.
behind it. You
Right.
know,
And that was my problem because there's people that were defending what people said about Corey. They're defending it. But now they're over here freaking out about what happened the other night. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. It doesn't
both,
matter if it's
it's
Corey,
all
potty mouth,
disgusting.
me, you, Tracy. It's wrong altogether. And
Tracy,
that's what it blows my mind.
could you read your main girl's comment? No,
um
she's going crazy.
Off subject,
Uh,
I had a dream that you and I were stuck in an elevator together. Oh, good Lord. I'm just, well, I
That
wouldn't
would
care.
be a hoot.
I, I would be, I've had worse dreams, but I've been watching that Cecil Hotel. So the
Yes.
elevator thing is kind of creeping me out a little bit there.
I agree, Nari. Stick to the purpose. Money didn't go to where it was supposed to go. Instead of looking people up, use the energy to hold Diane accountable. I agree. Um, where did Pixie go? I saw Pixie, but Pink. If the person goes real life on someone else, they will do it to you too. They don't realize how it affects the family, or they don't care. Been in that place. Nope, done deal for me. I agree, Pink.
Oh, and I agree with what Lisa Jones just said too.
Come
Come on
on
now.
now.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I see. Go ahead.
Come on now, MGL acting all starstruck that Cindy Watts, we know who she is, spoke volumes of how rude she is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
saw
even.
that
I didn't
too.
even. I saw the beginning of it. The woman that comes
Oh my goodness.
on her panel. I do not care for that woman. Sorry, she's
No.
entitled. She's entitled to her opinions, but I don't have to agree with them.
Yeah.
I'm just a firm believer that if you're passionate about something, then you have to be passionate about it across the board. It can't just go, you hurt my friend.
Right. That's
You
what I'm
know,
saying, Tracy. Thank you. You found the words that I've been trying to find. You're absolutely right.
I mean, everybody wants to defend their friends, and everybody has the right to do that.
Mhm. Yep.
Um, but if my passion is mothers of addiction.
Because I'm
Okay,
sorry, because uh,
Oh
I
no,
Corey,
agree, Ash. She is nuts.
I,
I agree.
that
I,
woman is nuts. Sorry, she
well,
was
in Sky
out in
Z, her
left
name
field.
is True. Her name is True Tam. She says, "I like thinking outside the box myself. I know that isn't accepted around these parts.
It
I do
is.
like it. I do like it. I don't agree with what she's saying though.
Her theories. But if
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
do, Sky, I mean that's I mean let's okay, you like thinking about or you like thinking outside the box, which to me would tell me that you're probably a big Critical K fan because
I like Critical
that's
K.
what that's
I
what
like
Critical
critical.
K does
Yeah,
is she thinks outside of the little box that things are put in. I don't have any problem with that. But I also have, an opinion on certain topics and I think True Tam is way off on her theories.
Yes.
I
yeah.
just do.
I think
I
it's
like
because she's
her
too.
believing her thinking like I don't think the police never would have found those babies if he didn't tell them. And for her to think that somebody else put them in there, how would he know that? Like I don't agree with everything she was saying.
I
Uh
think she's too
any
personally attached. She's too close because she is Cindy Watts' friend. So she's too close. Of course, she's going to be biased, and she's going to.
Right. She's made friends with the family,
Yeah,
which kind of puts you in a situation where even if you thought differently, you couldn't speak out about it at this point because now you've made for
Mhm.
I don't know. When it comes to Chris Watts, to me, it happened. It was tragic, and it was over. And I was done with it. I never got into any groups about it. There are so many cases out there
yeah.
unsolved, just as deserving, if not more. I mean, I got to the point where I would not even turn on HLN for what, 2 months? Because
Yeah.
every single night, Ashley Banfield was Chris Watts, it was done. It was over. There's no mystery to it, in my opinion.
What did everybody think of? Did everybody watch Jay for Justice's video?
Yes.
Um, what was everybody's take on that video? Did you
I
Wait,
didn't
guys
watch it.
first I want to tell Sky Z that no, I don't feel any differently about you because that's how you feel and that's who you support. Absolutely not.
I'm
Never worry
Pixie.
about that.
But that's okay, Pixie. I mean, I know that you view it differently than I do. We've had that discussion. We have talked, about
Wow,
that
did you see what
discussion,
Hyper
but I
said?
don't hold it against you or anything. I just think if you're gonna do it privately and give it to the right people because what is YouTube going to do with that information? What can we do?
Hypersense.
Right, I
I
was just
don't
going to address that.
I don't understand what makes a conversation a clout chaser.
Right?
Talking about the Watts case, because if that's the case, half of the people in this sector of
Oh
YouTube
my
made their
gosh.
channels off the Watts case.
Talk about censorship. What can we
Jay
talk
for
about?
Justice is
You're
acting a
welcome, Sky.
fool. Her credibility has gone down the shitter after this. Yeah, I noticed that
Dateline.
Exactly,
her
Samantha B.
Dateline video is gone. It's not available anymore. And I don't know if it's because of her all of a sudden switching
Oh, I see what
her
they're saying.
thoughts or not, your main girl. But I noticed that Dateline video is completely taken down now. Hey, Sergeant
Okay.
Blackrock.
Hypersense says the reason why they said that about clout chasing is because you gave props to real lifers just because they stopped it. Because it was
But no, I'm not giving. I'm giving them props because everybody.
in the
You
chat.
can make a mistake, but if you learn from that mistake, um, that's a good thing. So I'm hoping by me giving credit, they're learning something. Because yes, they were the ones that were sitting there telling us about the tenants and stuff. And that's when I went live and totally disagreed with them going on telling us all about what the tenants said and blah blah blah. And I'm hoping that they're listening to people where we're
Hey, Sergeant
saying,
Blackrock.
if you're going to do it, keep it to yourself. We don't need to hear it. We don't agree with it. Give it to the right authorities, because what are we really going to do with it? And watching Tiffany go up last night and try to kind of stop that, maybe she's learned something. Maybe
Well,
she's
and
pulled back a little.
I did say if I were those tenants and that address was getting thrown out there as it was, and threats were being made against that home as they were, I personally would appreciate a phone call saying, hey, there's this YouTube craziness going on. Your address is out there. I don't know that I would have had to go live about it and tell the world about it, as long as
See,
I
that's
warned the
right.
people that
Right.
were in it. But when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to looking up dead relatives and death certificates, and it's like, are you kidding me? What do you think you're going to get out of that? Now, I can tell you that if I
Because I
hypersense,
mean, I see
that's your
why.
opinion.
Yeah,
But
hypersense.
if it wasn't, think about it this way too. If it hadn't have been uncovered, it would still be going on.
Yes. She would still be live every Tuesday and Thursday taking super chats. I mean, I'm not saying it was wrong to find the I'm not saying it's that. I'm just saying there comes a point where it has to just be put into the correct hands.
By real
And
lifers. Okay,
right.
bye
And not
Right.
hypersense.
Well, I kind of agree with what. Well, I don't kind of. I do. It's what I was saying in the beginning
good
about
morning, Dova.
maybe if people came together as a community and says we're shunning you, we're not tolerating it. If you go real life, that's it. Good morning, Doga. That's what I think Hypersense is saying, in that they wouldn't have given props to Laura and Tiffany because they got up there and spoke on a
And I
panel.
see that point. I can see that point. I do. I get what they're saying. And I'm not giving
Yeah.
them props like they deserve a gold medal or they deserve the pat on their back. It was just nice to see them stop from her going further. That's
I
all
know,
I'm
but
saying.
look what it took. It took somebody deceased being dug up.
Yeah.
I don't mean
And
it
talked
that way.
about. I agree. I think it's all wrong. I really do. And I'm definitely not a real lifer. I'm totally against that.
And I can promise you, if you ever want to dig into my real life, don't dig at my mom or my dad or my brother, because you're going to get no answers from them.
Hmm.
I mean, no pun intended. They're not talking much lately.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you have a Ouija board, a crystal ball, tarot cards. They're not going to talk to you.
I agree. If you were a victim of Diane scam, you can go to proper authorities and do
You're
it
right.
yourself.
That's
I agree,
it.
Tawanda. But
Totally agree.
at some point, the scam had to be brought out.
Yes.
Now,
So
you can,
everybody was aware, but I think it should have been left just there. Now contacting Bob and contacting tenants and now
I
looking into
agree.
the dead sister and all that. I don't think any of that is needed. I just don't.
I don't either. But I don't know what people think it's going to accomplish.
I would like to know. Maybe they could explain that. Because that's the part I don't understand.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
so, I mean, other than knowing that Diane didn't do as she promised, the community she was doing, what more, um, what more do you want? I mean, who cares if she's Diane? I don't.
I gotta agree with B Ferg, what they
what
said.
did B Ferg say?
In my opinion, it was the atmosphere that MGL and Tiffany created that allowed real lifers, Sarah, to dig into Diane to go back into MGL's good graces.
I
I agree with that, I
I
do. If they didn't already set the atmosphere, like if they didn't already set the tone that, hey, it's totally okay, you want to know this stuff about Diane,
oh, we
where's
lost
the,
Tracy. Where did she go? Go ahead. Sorry.
oh, it's okay. I
I
disagree
didn't
with
mean
what
to
they're
interrupt
saying.
you. Yeah, I
That's
didn't
okay.
mean to interrupt you.
And I'm watching what you're saying too, like you're watching about Chris Watts and Lana and Jay. I do think they're giving the Watts family false hope, wasting lots of money. They'll be bankrupt.
I don't care who she is either. She's a liar, and so are her friends. We know that much. At least I do. I
Right.
mean, I just think everything out there,
You're welcome,
there's
Bigfoot.
enough info for you, for everybody to make a decision. Whether they want to support Diane, that's their prerogative. If you don't want to, Diane, that's um, your prerogative. I just think there's enough info out there right now to base your decision on what your decision needs to be. And I just don't think any more info, it's not going to change anybody's opinion. Like, I don't get it. If you think Diane is not Diane, then give it to the proper authorities. People have already made their minds up. I mean, this has been going on for how many weeks? Diane is obviously not going to speak on the matter. Obviously not. Her friends that were her friends that are not her friends anymore have spoken on the matter. I just think we've gotten everything we need.
Did you drop a link again for Tracy?
Yeah, I did. When she dropped, I dropped it. Did she get it? I don't know. I just don't
Oh,
think the real life shit should happen. That's it. That's the only thing I have to say on all of it. Over and over and over again. No matter who you are, stop going real life. That's it.
well, why can't we as a community do what we're doing now in regards to Diane's been called out for what she did. I don't think it's going to be easy for her to come back if she does, because the community came together and a lot of people were hurt. I don't
Mm-hmm.
understand why we can't do the same for people who go real life. Just not tolerate it and stop giving
Yeah.
passes to
Right.
people who do
Because
it.
why do we pick and choose who should be made a big skeptical and who shouldn't? Shouldn't all real lifers be held to the same standard?
I
But
think
it
so.
doesn't work that way here. It just doesn't. It just doesn't.
Oh, Life Rewinded, you're talking about the 35C Chris Watts thingamajiggy. I wouldn't even call it a documentary. I don't know what it was.
Stewie says this community loves scammers, wife beaters, and predators. Dumb people like to give the money away.
I
Um,
agree with him.
I mean,
Yes.
actions show that. I mean, I can't completely disagree with him on it. Diane
I don't,
should be held.
both
No one
civilly
can,
and criminally.
yeah, no one can say the real life started with Tiffany and Molly. It's been going on a lot longer than that. One
One big.
fateful night by. Oh, absolutely. The real life stuff has been going on way before that. Wait,
Mm,
I totally agree with you. It did not start with Tiffany and Molly by no means. I mean, if anybody remembers, Oni, Analyzer. I mean, come on. You're absolutely right. But it just seems like
Claudia.
people pick and choose who they exile out of this community. And what standards does that mean? Because there's other people that do stuff, do real life stuff, call parents, but they're still allowed to be around here. But other people aren't. Why can't they all be held to the same standard?
Why Stu getting in
Everybody.
trouble?
You can still have a friend and disagree with their actions. That's where people get all wonky in this community. They pick the people to go against or stand for instead of the act. I agree with that, your main girl. Because that's how I feel. I deal with it doesn't matter about the person to me. It doesn't matter who, even if it was my friend, I would tell them they were wrong, I feel it's all about what is being done in the action. It doesn't matter who that person is. If it's wrong, it's wrong. But a lot of people go with their friends or go with the crowd. And I see things all the time that people speak, and it's like, wait a minute, did you guys forget what you guys did? Like, how can you go after these people when you guys have done, your friends have done similar things? I don't know. And I think that's where the whole
Hypocrisy.
side thing happened. Hypocrisy and the side thing happened. Who went live? I was busy, didn't get to. It was Bomb last night. Bomb went live last night and had Sarah Smiles up there. And Sarah Smiles was talking to us about Diane's deceased sister and whether her deceased sister is her deceased sister.
She vetted
And
her. Vetted.
vetted
Oh,
her.
I heard that
vetted her.
one more
I know.
time last night.
And I just don't agree with it. I don't know what a woman's sister that has passed away has to do with scamming St. Jude. And I think they're trying to say that Diane's not Diane.
Oh, Sonia, do you want us to talk about what we talked about last night? Or no?
You're welcome, Dova. It's easy to get caught up in it. I did
Boob
at
Show.
one. I
Sherlock
did.
Smiles.
I lost that. I lost it.
Oh, it says it's easy to get caught up in it. I did at one point. You have to learn to channel your anger elsewhere where nobody gets hurt. No one died.
It is none of our business,
Oh.
Dova. You are
We're-
absolutely right. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's none of our business. But they're trying to say that Diane's sister isn't Diane's sister or Diane isn't Diane. I don't know. And I just don't know what that has to do with anything. And of course, some people believe that it's the right thing and we deserve to know, where I don't think we deserve to know. If you don't think Diane's Diane, then do your research at your own time and then give it to the proper authorities. Because what can we do with it? Nothing. What are we supposed to do with it?
Okay, Sonia.
Let her be accountable. If she is stealing somebody's identity, guess what? The law will take care of that. We can't take care of that. Hey, Tracy, welcome back.
Hey,
Hey.
Tracy. How was your trip?
It was okay.
Life Rewinded said Brian lost his credibility with me and I'm done. And Carla trying to be like MGL and tell people to come for them.
That's right, Tawanda. They all thought it was okay to dig into True Helper's real life.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Yes, Twanda.
We're setting the tone right now. Do not go into real people's lives. Leave it alone. Leave it on YouTube.
I mean,
And as
I
far as
don't.
that comment that I got, I have to be somewhat personally responsible for what I put out on here. You know, I have to somewhat be, I put my worst fear out, of dying alone. People know I'm on oxygen. People know my son's, a recovering addict, whatever. Yeah, be tripping.
It would
But
be anybody that thought it was
Truth
okay to
tripping.
look into them, Ash. If the shoe doesn't fit you, then obviously we're not talking about you. So you all is whoever thought it was okay and said that they felt like they should know who True Helper was. Go ahead, Tracy.
well, I just think that we all have to take some personal responsibility for what we put out here.
Mm-hmm.
I know I put out way too much information on myself. Uh, so am I going to get
That's true.
crazies coming back and saying things? Yeah, I am.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah. I don't mean it's true that you did. I mean, like, that's true. People have to rein
You
themselves
have to
in.
be careful what you put out here.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you have to
That's what
think.
Discord's for. Or private
Mm-hmm.
conversations. I know, but some
I
people,
mean, other people come on and they talk about their kids and mention
yeah.
their kid's name and stuff. I know when I talk about my kids, I call them my kids. When I talk about my husband, I call him my husband. When I talk about my grandchild, I say my grandchild. Other people choose to come on and say, hey, my husband, let's use an example, my husband Doug and my daughter Jane. I mean, and that's how I won't do that, and that's just me, but other people do. But you do have to be careful what you put out here because you never know who's watching. You never know who's going to click on your video.
Yeah.
well, for those who think that Diane's not Diane, how do they think she got all this money? Because in order for me to
Yes.
get my AdSense and my super chats,
I
I
just
had
went
to
through
give my
that.
bank account.
Yep.
Thank you.
I had to send AdSense because obviously my name is not Jenna Moon. But my channel's name is Jenna Moon. So I had to prove that my name was not Jenna Moon, that my name was my actual name because for the tax purposes, I can't use Jenna Moon to do my taxes. I have to use my real name. So I had
Right.
to send them proof like my license and stuff. So I don't know how Diane is able to get super chats and money and all that if Diane's not Diane.
Has anybody in the
I
history
mean,
of
my
YouTube
my
done that?
AdSense goes straight into my bank. My
Yeah,
Patreon
mine
goes
does
to
too.
PayPal.
Mhm.
So I mean, for everybody to sit around and try to figure out Diane's not Diane, what are you saying? Are you saying that she's like this
She stole
super
somebody's total identity where she's got
right?
their social security
And that
card
she
and
has that she has
their
bank accounts and shits in their name? Because I had to give my bank account, which has my legal name on it.
Mhm. Yep.
And I agree with what Ash is saying. Um, she didn't care who True Helper was. Certain people did. I won't read that name out, and it didn't work out for them either. And that's true. I
No,
mean,
it didn't.
that's a lot of stuff that should have never taken place in the public. I just think that we should set a precedence that you just don't go real life at all. It's not okay. If there's somebody going real life, stop filling up the chat. Stop giving them views.
Right.
Don't support them.
Mhm.
I mean, we got Savage just got basically swatted the other night. That's real life. Stop
That
it.
is. That is real life. A bomb has
Repeatedly.
you know, repeatedly in the last couple of weeks. I don't agree all the way. It don't matter who you are.
Yeah, that's true, Kayla Renee.
What about Cheese Spring not going to St. Jude?
Oh, yeah.
I saw that Case Smalls put out a video this morning. And then on some of the Teesprings, it had that little circle logo basically
It's called a
saying
badge.
it was
Yeah.
going to St. Jude's. There was one thing, I think it was a sweatshirt, and it didn't have that logo. So, to be honest, I don't know if the stuff went to Teesprings or didn't. I don't know.
Yes, Kaja, she was. She was sitting out in her carport, having a couple cocktails on a live stream, doing Savage when the police show up.
How about the moment that the police showed up, what she was doing just before they showed up? She was doing some serious butt dragging of MGL. Then the police showed up. Not saying that it was MGL, just saying, ironically, that's when it happened. Wasn't like she was talking about tea and crimpets or something. She was doing a literal dragging, and then there's the cops.
So, let's see.
Exactly, Dova. We were questioned as to why we support him. Not 1 ounce of proof was provided for us to feel any other way about him.
I agree with that, Dova. Savage's grandbaby was home when the police showed up. What did her grandbaby do to deserve this? Nothing.
It's heartless people
No
who were
babies
doing it.
deserve anything that comes from YouTube.
I
No
don't know,
babies
Ash. I didn't really
deserve
get the video, to be honest. I didn't. Ash said that video was hardly trustable.
Trustable.
When were the screenshots made? That will matter. Screenshots can easily be edited, and playing those audio clips that were not relevant or in context or complete were inciting hate. I mean, I was a little confused by the video, but
What
I,
video?
the K Smalls one. I was a little confused on it.
about the Teespring stuff.
Yes, about the Teesprings, because it had the logo on everything else but
No,
one
there
thing.
are
And what
items.
she was trying to say was that the hottest item. I think it was a sweatshirt. And that's why she was thinking that the logo wasn't there, because it was the high price and one of the maybe more popular items, but I didn't understand it all the way.
Well, Ash, should people actually go to the
No,
site and see?
there's a couple items in there that doesn't have the St. Jude badge, but I'll
There
even
is?
give Diane the benefit of the doubt on that.
See, I've never gone to
I
her
don't know.
Teespring store.
Yeah, it's already.
Here's
It's
the one thing that really, really gets me is people quit telling people when it's time to quit talking about it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
I heard a live stream last night. It's time to quit talking about it. It's time to move on. You can't tell people when it's time to move on. You can't tell people when it's time to move forward.
People
No.
will
People
when
can
it
talk
when
about
it.
it from now
Because,
until
right.
this
Till the
time next
cows come
year.
home. Right. Because there was times where other people
No,
dragged
Sonia, it
certain
wasn't
people
correct.
forever because they felt passionate about what they were going at. So I agree with that. Nobody can tell anybody.
Hey, Jojo, sweet lady
Jojo.
Mary Jojo.
Feeling for a cause and standing for a cause. There's a difference. There is, Pink Lady Luck. I agree with that.
I don't think any of the kids should get lost in this, and I kind of think they do.
Somebody needs to get rid of that.
Robert person?
Which one?
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah.
under Katya and above B Fergs.
I can't. I'm on StreamYard.
I can't do it from here. Sonia? Can you get rid of that?
Which one?
It's under
Robert.
Katya and above B. Yeah,
That Robert one?
yeah. Good,
Okay.
good catch, Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy.
You got him.
I got him.
Zap.
Zap, zap, gone.
Thank you, Sonia.
Sneaking in, yeah. Diane has changed the site in the last few days. I've never been to her tea springs. And like Ash is saying, with everybody doing all the digging, how did they not notice it before? I don't know.
I do
There
want to.
could be a glitch. I mean, I don't know.
I do want to tell people that if you're going to set up a merch store and stuff like that, I would recommend Bonfire before Teespring. That's all I want to say about that.
Hey, Black Velvet.
You too
Tawanda,
busy
you
talking.
don't? Hold on. Where are you, Tawanda?
Tawanda was tapping and tapping and tapping.
Hold on, let me find her. I'm trying to catch. Wow. Stop
See,
moving.
from where I am, I can't see you as a renter who doesn't. It's just that I know Sonia has one.
I'm just waiting for her to stop moving.
You're slow.
No, because I'm opening up the YouTube side, so it's catching up on all the chat. So I gotta wait for it to stop scrolling, or I'll end up giving somebody else a wrench that I don't want to have a wrench. There
Oh
you
yeah,
go,
that's
Sonia.
good. I like your comment there, Pink
Agree.
Lady. If somebody wants to read it.
What did she say?
She said, "Think about this: is the kids, or if
Think
the
about this: is
yeah.
kids were watching YouTubers. Go ahead, Mom.
stand for their cause. Is this what you'd want them to view? People going real, people screaming, banging tables, etc." Most excellent point.
That's what
No.
I've been trying to say. In my past couple of lives that I've done, I've talked about that. We're parents, we're aunts, we're uncles, we're grandparents, I mean, really? This doesn't go away. These don't go away. They're here forever. And yeah, your kid might be 3 or 4 right now, but eventually they're going to be adults and they're going to see this. Or, your kid's friends are going to see it. I don't know. I always try to conduct myself on here in a way that my kids will be able to be proud and, be proud of me. I would rather be on YouTube and try to make my children proud than embarrassed. That's why I don't do things people do. I don't know. That's just me. I always look at it as I'm on here and it's forever, and I try to do something that if my kids happen to find me or my family happen to find me, they get to hold their head up high and know that I'm trying to be the same person I am in real life and not trying to be something else just because I'm behind the keyboard.
Sonia says the lack of impulse control on this platform is unreal. Hashtag not copied.
And I think it's because they feel like they can because they're behind a screen or behind a keyboard. And I try to look at it differently. I don't care if I'm behind a screen or anything. I still stay myself. And I think a lot of people feel like, hey, I can do this because my name isn't really my name and I'm behind a keyboard
Yes,
and they're not going to
it
ever
was covered.
find me.
Yeah, it was. It was from state to state. Yeah, I know what hashtag not covered is. I mean, not copied. I mean, move out of the way.
Irish, I don't have force with anyone. They are adults. You want to force, go get law enforcement. None of you are going to do a damn thing either. And stop calling them dying kids.
Oh.
I agree with that one. The dying kids part. They're fighting for their life. They're not dying. Sorry, they're fighting. They're strong warriors. I don't know. I don't like the dying kids wording either. I have to say that bothers me because they're not dying. They're fighting. They fight every day. And their parents sit there and fight for their children every day.
Oh, Samantha, Sarah and MGL were going at it back and forth. And on
Can anybody
Sarah's
hear me?
community post. Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you. On Sarah's community post, she drew like a straight line. It took about 5 hours to get from her location to MGL's location. You know, so they can tussle, fight it
Yeah.
out,
And that's what
hit
I
each
was
other.
talking about. Is because, you know, you can't pick and choose when you want to do that, because in one breath she's sitting there saying the real life stuff needs to stop and somebody's going to get hurt, but then you put a community post out on them about, meeting up.
Low Lightly, how old is your great nephew who won his battle with leukemia last year? Oh, the truth lost sound. She lost her mind too.
You lost sound again?
You might want to. I don't know.
Salty Mama, I don't agree with that. Sorry. I mean, you might not be a fan of Ash, but I don't agree with that. You jump on everyone's comment about Diane, Bob, but you think everyone is blind. Yes, they are dying sick kids. I don't like that word. I don't think they're dying, they're fighting.
You can answer.
People are giving them a death sentence, and that's not true. There's kids that are in there that end up going through remission and end up walking out. Yes, do some pass, but that just because they're at St. Jude doesn't mean they're there to die. And I just don't agree with that.
He's in remission. St. Jude saved him.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I
Hey,
also want to read.
Leah.
Yeah, if you want to read her comment.
She said, I'm driving, so can't chat, but listening. I feel many have thrown their morals and values out the window to belong. Sad, no disrespect. Oh, I lost ya. No disrespect ever to anyone. Prayers to you all. I've seen that. There has been people that have changed, and it's heartbreaking to see. And you wonder, is it for popularity? Is it to fit in? You would
Um,
think as adults you wouldn't be going through that, but it makes you wonder, because I've definitely seen some people change around here.
Sarah, the community post, maybe it was taken down, but it was there. And Sarah came into the chat, by the
Yeah,
way, but you
I'm
must have.
blocked now, so I mean, I'm
Oh, well,
blocked,
then
so
you,
now I can't see any of her community posts now.
because she
But
just
it
came
was
in
in her.
here.
It was a community post. I can't see her. She has me blocked.
Okay, she said, hold on. She threatened me first.
I get that. Okay. If she threatened you first, is it wrong? It is. But doing it back to her, it null and voids you. So why can't you go live and out her for going real life on you or threatening you? I think it would go a lot further than I can show you. I cannot see. I'm If I'm not blocked now, I was, because I could not see any of your community posts. They were gone.
Sarah, it
Hold
was
on.
under Serendipity's community post. And Sarah says you're not blocked. It was probably taken down.
I know, but what now I can see your community posts and it's back up. No, it's there.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
looking at it.
Because
But
the
I
other
was,
Sarah is asking.
because when I just went to look when I talked about it in the beginning of my stream, all the community posts were gone. So she had to have unblocked me since then, because now I can see her community posts. Unless it was a YouTube glitch. I don't know. But I know that I couldn't see. I saw it, then I couldn't see it. Now I can see it again. And the community post is still up with the map. I'm just saying, like, if Molly came at you first, it's wrong. Well, how am I looking at it? See, that's weird. I can see it. Here, I'll even screen share it. Hold on.
I believe
Not
you.
that I want to. Well, around here, you got to bring proof.
Pink, I had someone threaten my life on YouTube. I didn't threaten back. I contacted the police and they took care of it privately. And that's the way it should be. Sarah says she doesn't have you blocked. Or didn't
I
have you
was
blocked.
blocked. I'm not now, but I was. And see, it is still up. 1 day ago. Let me know when. And here's the map. So
I believe you.
I
We
don't know why
believe you.
I'm seeing it if it was taken down.
I'm not saying
So
that MGL didn't do it. What I'm saying,
no, I'm
what we're
not saying that. I didn't see it, but if she did, that's horrible. She shouldn't be. But at the same time, 2 wrongs don't make a right. That's all I'm trying to say. 2 wrongs don't make a right. You can't sit on your panel and say real life should stop because I know you have said it. You don't agree with the real life stuff. You think somebody's going to get hurt. You have said that. And I just feel like doing that map contradicts that. That's all I'm trying to say.
And show, it says, okay, it's a map showing distance. And, well, I don't think Serendipity was showing the distance between their houses and marking down how long it would take because she wants to meet up for coffee.
Especially when she threatened her. Sarah, all I'm saying is I was blocked. Or it was a YouTube clip. I don't know. Like I said, I saw your community post yesterday. Then today, when I started this live, I went to go look at your community post and I couldn't see any of them. That means usually you're blocked.
I know
Then
mine
you
too.
came in. I couldn't see you at first. Then I could. And then I went back in. And guess what? I'm not blocked. Not saying maybe it was a YouTube glitch or you unblocked. But am I blocked now? No, I'm not. So I'll
Why?
give you that.
Is Ian Ellis in here? Did Ian Ellis slip in here?
Oh, jeez.
Never mind. I know exactly what you're doing.
I just think fighting over if they're blocked or not is just petty. Sorry. I mean,
well, Narnie
it is
too.
what it is.
I know that MGL screams and threats all the time. Stop undoing what we're trying to say. That it was just wrong. MGL's wrong. Sarah's wrong. They're both wrong.
Yes, everybody's wrong. That's all I'm saying. I'm not giving MGL props, and I'm not giving Sarah props. I'm saying both of them are wrong. I'm saying if Molly Golightly threatened Sarah, Sarah should have went live and said, "Hey, Molly Golightly is threatening me. It's not cool. Stop threatening me." But when you go and put out a map or tell her, "Let me know when," with a laughing face, like you're ready to scrap it out with her because you did a video basically telling her when and where, that's not up anymore. You can't sit there and say Molly did it to me first. 2 wrongs don't make a right. That's all we're trying to say. I have no idea about that and don't care. Get yourself caught up on here and you will catch what's thrown at you. Yeah. Yes, it's all wrong. Thank you, Dova. That is what I'm trying to say. Wait, what map? What did I miss?
Not.
You're gonna have
rewind.
to rewind.
Rewind.
You're gonna have to rewind, folks.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I don't want to talk about it.
Next. Hey, Bob Frapples. Yes, that's true. We saw the messages.
It sounded like Molly threatened PMM, and Sarah said, "How about you threaten mine?"
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Sarah could have went live and totally owned MGL, just on what MGL did, and
Absolutely.
instead it turned into whose muscles are bigger than
yes,
whose.
Yeah. Because I think what Sarah was doing was like I said, I don't want to
Protecting
talk
or
about that subject.
yeah.
I don't. I don't want to talk about that subject. It's not a subject that I want to talk about. It's not my story. It's a woman's story and her story alone. And I don't think it should be used for YouTube fodder. So I will not be discussing it. People knows it's happened, but that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, well,
I
the part
don't
that we're
feel
talking
comfortable
about,
talking about it.
the part we're talking about was the threat that
Yeah,
she made to PMM,
yeah, that's
not
all.
the other stuff. Jenna has been consistent with her beliefs as well as Samara, even going live last week regarding the call to the tenants, just saying.
Yes, thank you,
Thank you,
Samantha.
Samantha.
My my beliefs and the way I view it have not changed since I've started my channel. If
Wait,
you
is
could
that
go
true,
away,
Ash?
what?
Never
Never fear
fear,
though, Dave
though.
Fishing Babe is going to be putting me in prison soon. I'm gathering ramen now. Really?
Well, you're not the only one that they're apparently going for, but
Wow.
what?
Sorry. I mean, I have my opinions on him too,
We'll
but
bail you out.
I don't want to put him in my radar, so I'll leave that one alone. But geez, he shouldn't even have a channel, in my opinion. And I think his channel was already taken, and here he is still up. Jenna, it's about MGL, why people are dogs. What do you mean, Life Rewinded? It's about MGL, why people are dogs.
I
Yep,
don't want to.
she said it. Clip
Hey, Poon
is on my
Handler.
channel. I'm curious what Dave has told her. It must be a doozy of a story. Really? I'm
Hmm?
going to have to watch that clip. Huh. Well,
Because
that's messed up.
you're not the only one, Ash, because somebody else in here is a target of theirs, and it's
Yes.
ridiculous.
Yes. It is ridiculous.
Fish stick can't find her way across the street, let alone get you arrested.
I mean, it's up to Ash. If Ash
Oh my
doesn't
god.
mind, I will play her short clip.
Can we have a GoFundMe for your commission here? I hear the honey buns
Yeah,
are good.
I'm looking for Ash's channel. Can you watch to see if she says yes?
Right on. Bob has luxurious feathers. Yes, he does. And a girlfriend.
Because I don't want to play it unless she gives me permission to.
She thinks in some kind of mega underground 4chan troll or something. I'm just still waiting for her to answer.
Ash, do you mind if I play your clip real quick? I know some people wanted me to play it, but I want your permission before I play it.
Always a target.
It's only 56 seconds, so it's not long. You can play it. I put it on public. It was unlisted. All right, hold on. Let me go to StreamYard.
Oh yeah, I agree with that video clip that you put out there, Ash. About MGL saying why she doxes.
Okay, let me make it big screen. All right, everybody ready?
Oh, we can get away with it with all these accounts, keep coming in, saying stuff. Because that's what was happening today. A lot of people were coming in under troll accounts and leaving messages and stuff. And it's like, when you're profiled, we already can read how you write. It doesn't matter what name you change. Like that Ash 274, everybody knows that's a person. See, that person should be held criminally. And I want to know, is anyone in California that's been harassed by this person? Because if there is, an investigation can be opened up, and then that'll eliminate her from the internet. You know what I mean? But I need to know if anybody in California has been harassed by her. That's what I would like to know, because that's the only jurisdiction certain people can cover. But I'm so happy that you did that yesterday, and it was such a positive thing. And
What?
Wait. So they're saying you should be off the internet, but her boyfriend should
No.
be still on the internet? Like, what? Am
Not
I
only
hearing
that,
that right?
talk about backwards.
That is backwards. Am I real? Did I really just hear that right?
Hashtag leave
Wow.
Ash alone.
They are. Wow. I think this chick
This chick
needs
needs
to
dissecting.
acting.
Ask
Ask
Ash, should
Ash.
I dissect this woman? She's on my case too, apparently, because I told her to show receipts calling Nenny C a doxer.
Pink Lady, look,
Yeah.
her name is Candy, I guess. And from
Mm-hmm.
what I heard, she's Dave's girlfriend. Now, don't quote me on that. I don't really watch Dave because I don't like Dave's style. I don't like what Dave does. And like I said, I don't agree with real lifers. So if you're a real lifer, I don't watch you. And that's one person I don't watch. There's another person
I
I don't watch as well.
I respect you, Black Velvet, for saying you like them. I just what they're doing to Sonia and Ash, no.
Hmm. I just don't agree with the looking people up,
Or
showing up
t-
at people's house. I mean, people can like them. By all due respect, if you like them, you like them. I just personally don't, and I think them going, them saying that about Ash. I think you kind of have to look at yourself. Mm.
they've also put out a lot of information that's not true, and it causes problems.
Yes, they put a lot of stuff that isn't true.
Apparently,
Fish
April May,
babe,
there's a law if you get harassed by somebody or something in California.
Ash said Fish Babe Candy allegedly his girlfriend, but people say it is his 23-year-old nurse. She knows it all and she is clueless. Oh, I've never been in the same chat with that girl, never spoke to her. It's strange. Okay, I'll drop you a link, Truth. Truth's got something to say.
Watch Lindy live. She has a lot of insight into the fishies.
Wendy V, I always watch Wendy V's stuff, so I'll have to keep an eye out. What did Bob
Bob
Rappel?
Raffles. In my opinion, after the PMM situation, MGL got nerve to ever go live trying to be a spokesman for any child. It isn't about St. Jude's for MGL. She talks so much, she outs her motives. Very good observation.
Very good.
I would have to say I agree with you.
He likes the problems. Let him keep them. If you engage him directly, you amp him up. Yes.
Play the other clip.
I've noticed that.
Shell said play the other clip. Because didn't you have two?
I was talking about the other clip. Can you play that one too, please? Let me look. Hold on. Oh, let me let Tracy up first. Hey, Tracy.
Hey, Merrick.
What are you laughing about?
I'm laughing about those two bozos over there, Dave.
I know.
Dave the fisherman and Candy. Candy accidentally clicked her camera on, and everything around her was real white and clean. Dave lives in a trailer that is like brown and paneled, and they're obviously not in the same household. Like I told Dave many a times, dox me, bitch. But zoom in close enough that you can see what's in my hand. Don't just fly over my rooftop.
Okay, so they want me to show the other one. There's one more. It's a minute long.
But you know what I did here? I heard that Candy came from Laura's Patreon. Is that just a story?
If she did, she wasn't Candy.
I've never heard of her before. Now.
Right. So if she
got busted.
Candy.
She got busted out stealing a channel that was The Real Fishing Babe, and these are hot mamas that fish in bikinis and stuff, and they're serious fishermen. I mean, they're not or fisher women, whatever. They're serious about the sport, and she got busted out stealing their identity. So then she takes on this. Guys, I tell you what, I don't think I laugh as hard as I do when I watch those clowns over there.
Coon Handler says Dave has made false claims on me as well. I
Dave has
love him to pull his steak challenge on me.
How can he eat a steak? He has 3 rotten teeth. What does he order it pureed? I mean, come on. The only thing I've ever seen him do with a steak is have somebody throw one on somebody's porch.
I agree, Jelly Toast. It's that Jelly Toast says Candy seems to know a lot of personal info about
people
on this side of YouTube. Mm-hmm.
So it makes you wonder, is it one of Laura's ex-Patreons? I don't know.
I don't know. Because I definitely know I was in Laura's Patreon pretty much from the start of her Patreon until, when I left. And there was never a Candy. So
okay, there's Nenny.
Hey, Nenny. He said I doxed some guy in Mexico's kids.
Oh my gosh, where does he get this information?
Okay, remember, this is the dude that when we first met him, remember, he's gotten all of his subs from our trauma community. True crime plus drama, trauma. Remember because Boyd booted him a long time ago. They don't want nothing to do with him. This is the same dude who convinced a room or a chat full of 700 people that he just clicked on Lindy's camera. I laughed so hard. People in the chat were scrambling to cover up their camera and shit, and I am rolling. And from that day forward, I said, this dude is a super duper clown, and anybody that pays any attention to him is I'm sorry, Black Velvet. I know you like him, and I don't have any problem with you. But anybody that puts any emphasis on anything this man says is a nut. There is a video out there where he tries saying he has 1 lung. The doctor insists he has 2. So
there's a backup to that story too, or a part 2 or a follow-up or a made-up follow-up.
Did he get a transplant?
No, it's just that after the camera was turned off, then the real information was told.
Monique's camera. I could have swore it was Lindy's, only because that's who he was talking about at the time. He's a clown. He's a clown boy.
I'm a clown boy.
I'm a clown boy. Dandy Candy in her 1990 bezazzled jeans. She is a sexy.
And Panda.
Oh.
Bedazzled.
Dave said that he and the fishing chick won't come into any chats I have a wrench in.
Give Ash a wrench.
To the channel I have a wrench in. I lost it. You are welcome. Glad I could help. I was like that. Hey,
right, Helen. I know Lindy's never gone on his panel. She hates his guts. But he convinced a room full of people. He said, watch this. If you think I can't remotely turn on your camera from my location to yours, then he clicks up this picture of this woman comes up. Then he admits he lied about it, which I was laughing so hard that 700 people were covering their camera at that point. I mean, I was literally, I think I even tinkled my pants a little bit. I laughed that hard.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's funny. Let's look at Black Velvet.
Sarah says I cringe just listening to those two. Black Velvet. Let's talk receipts. Oh my God.
She don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry, Black Velvet. I know. I mean, and can he be entertaining? I guess he can. If you don't mind somebody sitting up there screaming, "Woo!" and
woo. Oh my God, he sounds like what's that wrestler? Ric Flair.
Yeah,
I'm coming for you.
I'm coming for you, and my boys are gonna be there. And my boys, it won't be me. It'll be my boys. You have one nut, dude. Who's your boys?
I thought you said nut.
He does.
Okay.
He has one nut.
So let me play that other clip of
That came from his ex-wife that left him.
Oh,
3
that's
days in, by the way.
I'm gonna play that other clip of Ashes. It's only a minute long.
Then he could
Okay,
really. I'm not gonna say it.
here we go.
Hey,
It's
who's your boys? You got one nut. Most men call their nuts their boys.
You guys, what comes after the doxing? Just out of
Oh,
curiosity.
this guy.
mhm.
Like, what do you do
Why?
after
Because
that?
you don't know?
I'm sorry?
Are you talking about Diane? What comes after Diane's doxing?
No. I'm just in general. Like when everyone does all this doxing and whatever. What do you guys do after that?
What do you do?
Well,
I don't do it, so I don't know.
Yes, you do.
The intent
Oops.
is that someone crazy will take that information and call the police and say something terrible's happened at that address,
Hmm.
that something horrible will happen or ensue at that property. And they
So it turns into like a swatting or whatever, right?
or worse, a CPS call.
or
Right.
They're
So
saying you
my
killed Noodles.
well,
You killed Noodles.
I
You
would
killed a
think-
puppy.
I don't get at. Wow, that's it. Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
that guy, by the way, got kicked off the panel once it came out that he was an animal abuser. And that is the one time I
Oh.
cheered for Dave. I have to say, that was a glorious moment. when he
Well,
kicked
I
him
don't
off.
get involved. I don't get involved in the spaghetti dude. I don't go
Sonia,
there.
you're gonna have to ask Ash when that was. I'm not sure. It was Ash.
It was from yesterday. Or, not,
Yeah,
day before.
day before yesterday. Okay.
Yeah, and it was
he
on
did
Dave's
not.
panel.
Galway, he did not put her camera on. He did
Ash
not.
said that dude is not a good dude.
He did not
No,
remotely
no.
put Lindy's camera on. He even admitted it days later that he was lying.
Jelly toast. Yeah, I was talking to you, Jana, when he did it. I got all excited that he kicked him right off panel as soon as he said it. That the dog had a bum
Doggone.
leg.
What?
What did he say?
What
He
I
said.
think he said did?
He-
Yeah. Hey, hang in with Mr. J. Go ahead,
Hey,
guys.
hanging with Mr. J.
Are we talking about their theory on Sonia?
No,
No.
but I would like to, but Sonia said it was okay not to, but maybe she feels differently now that we're talking about them.
Well, Sonia, you've stolen someone's identity. You're not who you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
you're-
what
knew
Nikki
it.
was saying. Yes. Is that she stole Sonia is
And
not
you're,
Sonia.
You're not as smart as you are. You stole somebody's intelligence as well.
It's called flaming in the UK, apparently. You flaming girl.
Yeah, I was kind of like, are you kidding me? When she ever said that, I was like, really? Okay. Now Sonia's not Sonia, and she's not as smart as she thinks she is. I referenced Melina in several videos.
Melanie.
Melanie?
Yeah. Flamin' Eck. Flameneck.
I don't know. I just know you're not who you are, Sonia. You're now somebody else. You stole somebody's identity.
Mm-hmm. And many others.
Life Rewinded. We're that's what they're saying, but it's not true. It was
Yeah.
more malarkey.
Yeah, I'm
Sonia
not talking
is who
about.
she is.
I'm not talking about the Monique situation. I'm talking about during the so-called peace accord when he said, "Watch this," and he pretended to turn on Lindy's camera, and I'm freaking rolling. And then a couple days later, he admitted that he didn't do it. I thought, well, that's good. I'm glad you admitted that you're a Flaming
Sonia
idiot.
wants to know how they explain that.
How do they
I don't know.
explain
You have to
it?
go over. You have to go over there and listen to
Yeah, Ash said
Candy or whatever.
Ash said, I heard that and fast forward through it. Consider the source. Those two could mess up finger painting.
That's funny. They said that you took. Oh wait, I just don't like that that she reached out to that Melanie person apparently, and told them about you. Like
No,
I
he's
think
not.
that's messed up.
No, he is not Boyd Shell because Boyd doesn't want him.
Tatum
Sweet
says
Lady
it was
Mary
unique.
Jojo, happy birthday to your mama.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And Tatum Page said it was Monique's camera.
Yeah, we're talking about two different times.
Oh, okay.
Helen was right. Tatum's right. Galway's right. We're talking about two different times.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm with you. So Candy is fine with her lover setting up people to be harmed. I guess that's hot, right? Yeah. I don't watch him. I don't. Because I
Dude,
just don't agree with the
he
stuff he
drove.
does.
He drove around with a freaking blow up doll, dressed as Lindy.
I heard he's going to do it again, but with somebody else on it.
Okay,
Yes.
that's too real life for me, Dave. I'm scared.
There, and that's the reason why Candy got mad at Sonia for leaving a long comment and defending Nenny, right, Sonia? Was it that? And then that's what triggered her to go for you in a ridiculous manner.
I'm to the point I don't even think about him being vile. I think about him being, I'm a clown boy. Because he really is. And the fact that people like Marissa and Laura, sorry gals, the fact that you all take him seriously or even participate in his garbage is like
Right, Samantha? I noticed that too, Samantha.
And he's not even, from what I heard, he's not even supposed to be on YouTube, right? Didn't he get his channel taken down for, going real life?
Here.
Yeah, he has a fake troll coalition, exactly.
I would go and leave him some super long comments just for fun.
Yes, and Tawanda supports Wog.
Oh yeah, and sends him thousands. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And then he says, "Please, nobody defend me. You all know I don't dox kids, and
No.
that's all that matters. So let them say what they want."
Is that true?
Well, like I said, Candy accidentally hit her camera yesterday, and everything around her was like solid white and clean looking. And we've seen inside of his trailer, and it is not white. It's paneled, it's dark, and it's not clean. So they're not in the same household.
No. And people are saying she's his nurse, not even his girlfriend. So who knows?
I don't know. I just know he grew along because he has two now.
Now he can grow a nut.
Now he can grow a nut.
Now he needs to work on regenerating that second nut. And the people that actually sit on his panel and give him any kind of, I mean, if you're in his chat just for entertainment, okay, whatever, not a big deal. But to sit on his panel and give him any kind of kudos for what he can't do. Forever, some people were afraid of that man. You know, he doxes people's homes. He usually has it wrong.
Hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
like I've always said, if you're going to fly over my house, be sure to get closer than just a rooftop because I want you to see what I have in my hand for you, Dave.
Hmm.
Oh no, Sonia had it on Top Chat. She said sorry if she missed anybody typing to her. She was on
Oh,
Top Chat.
tisk tisk.
Oh
Amateur.
no, I shouldn't have said that. I may have to speed up my arrest date.
Well, who's going to keep your 6 kids, Ash, while you're locked up? Because isn't that what he said
Mm-hmm.
about you?
Or mow
And
your
Ash,
roof.
yeah, or mow your Ash 274. She's in every chat. Who's taking care of her 6 kids? I was like, damn, I didn't know Ash had 6
I
kids.
didn't know Ash had 6 kids either. When people give him doxes, they are usually correct, but his own doxes are major fails. Yeah.
Well, why would anybody? I don't. Why would anybody team up with him to dox people?
I don't know.
I don't know. Because I mean, come on.
7 kids.
As
My
soon
bad.
as as soon as the friendship goes, Remy, was that an accident? I
Somebody
think
get
that was
timed
an
out.
accident, Ninny. Remy, are you pocket modding? Oh, now pop Remy. Remy, you're hiding everybody. Where is Pop Drama? She just hit her. I
I
gotta
can't.
unhide her.
I can't do that from here. Sonia can, and she has a wrench.
She's
She
fallen
must have
asleep.
fell asleep. I can't find Pop Drama.
That's
Pop
right,
Drama, can you
Sarah.
type in the chat? Or are you
Laura
She
even
can if she's
corrected him on
hidden.
the number of kids Ash has, which I don't have any idea how many kids Ash has, but and he still runs with it.
Oh,
So
Remy's right there. Oh, yeah, I know. That's so. I don't get it. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
I don't know when y'all started talking about him and his
Candy, candy, candy.
okay? You're
I
on
agree.
hid, Pop Drama.
Hey, life rewinded. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. But by the same token, you got to give the chick credit. She did correct him on how many kids Ash has. I I'm not going to argue with you
Yeah.
that. Like I said, anybody that goes to him to do their dirty work is
I'm sorry. I don't
fools.
feel bad for. I don't worry for Laura because Laura knew well in advance who Dave was. To be honest, it wasn't like we knew right from jump what the type Dave was, and you either chose to go near him or stay the hell away from him. So with Laura connecting with him, she knew what she was getting herself into. That's just my opinion.
Sure.
Don't
But
come
if you
for me.
remember correctly, that was the final straw on me leaving Laura's,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
was Dave.
Yep.
I was
It
like, I
was.
am not going to be associated with this dude. It's bad enough that everywhere I go, I get called a purple people eater or a purple flying monkey or whatever. I will not be associated with that man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I flew the coop.
Right. But I'm just saying, Laura, sweet lady Mary Jojo said Laura can look out for herself. I agree with that. But I know that Laura knew exactly what she was getting into with Dave. I don't think there was any
Mistake.
mistake of what she was doing when she decided to team up with Dave.
Oh
So,
yeah, isn't it true what
I agree,
Victoria said?
Victoria.
Yeah.
I've said that the whole time. That
Mhm.
Diane's the one that brought him
yes.
over.
Mm-hmm.
And the way
Diane
that
was.
went down is she went to Dave to go after Marissa.
Yep. That's exactly how it went down. She's the one that brought him around. Nobody knew who he was.
Dang.
I was there from day one.
That's messed up. And then she's not even
Oh, Kaja's
around.
talking about
Oh, okay.
noodles.
I'm
I don't
talking
even
about noodles.
I don't
Oh,
even know
okay,
noodles.
Kaja.
I've heard nothing good about Noodles. So I've never been to his channel. I've never heard him talk. I mean, other than clips, I don't know. Yes,
He
Life
is
Rewind.
41 years old and had one girlfriend his whole life because he has PTSD from his shiting
No, not props to
on
Tiffany
his
Marie and Molly.
dong.
I have not seen her. They've given Dave info. What?
What? Shitting on his dong?
But I don't curse, so I had to say shiting.
Yeah.
But on his dong?
Shiting on his dong. How
How
do
did
you
he do
shot
that?
on your dong?
How you shot on it?
How do you shot on your dong?
Is it
It says
retractable?
Noodle is 41 years old and only had one girlfriend his whole life because he has PTSD from he shitting on his dong. True, 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 true. Okay. I can't believe you read that,
No,
Samara Dory.
hypersense. No,
I said shiting.
hypersense. That's the reason I left Laura, is when Laura was going after Jennifer Lynn using Dave. Trust me, I've seen it. Candy just threatened to have your kids taken away.
Too bad my kids are all adults. So you're going to take my 25,
Oh my goodness.
24, and 21-year-old away? Okay.
Hey, do you want to invite her over here?
I wonder if she'd be willing to take mine.
I don't have any underage children. And what the hell have I said about Candy? I have said I don't watch them. I have no fucking clue who they are.
I wonder if she'd be willing to take mine. Candy, are you listening?
Oh my goodness.
Ash says, TNT, what? Tell her to find my 7 kids first. That will keep her busy for at least 5 years. Good Lord. See, that's why I don't talk about Dave. That's why I don't mess with them. I don't talk about them. I don't anything. They're just...
Hypersense, how come you said that? I'm curious as to why you said that. Because I know why. I'm thinking I know why, but I just want to make sure.
Tiffany Marie has a wrench in his chat.
Gross, Tiffany. Gross.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, John Cuddy.
Dave changes followers like he should change his underwear, but...
Hey, Richard.
Hey, Richard.
It's a dreary Sunday here. I hope it's nice in Germany.
Is she off 8? I sure hope so. She sounds young and she's not very bright. So I wonder.
Lisa. And Margie. I didn't see Margie come in.
No. Hi, Margie,
hey, Margie.
Jones.
And Lisa.
Yeah, that was the first I knew of him too, Tawanda. Was the Peace Accord, which gained him thousands of subs.
Whole mess. Okay, I hear you, April May. That's what I'm thinking too. There's no need. You know, we don't need his input on things over here.
Yeah,
no, let him stay
agree.
over there stay over there with your peeps, Dave.
Yeah.
Have yourself a pureed steak.
Ugh.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Samara. A
That's
pureed
alright.
salad.
In fact, never mind.
Speaking of which, my puppy wants fed, so I'm going to dump down.
Yeah, I got to end anyways, too, because I still got to go to the store because tonight is Walking Dead. Who's anybody Walking Dead fans? I hope you guys are excited as I am. Tonight, Walking Dead is on. I'm very excited about that. Look how that piece of cord went. Exactly, Nari. So I have to make a dessert tonight because my mother is doing dinner and we are watching Walking Dead. Jasmina got him going and then she drove him crazy and he stopped. And then he put his nose back in it when he saw it was amping up. he is just in it for views and to feel important.
Importante. No, thank
Oh.
you. Stay over there.
Yeah, no, stay over there. And at least if you're gonna talk about me, get it right. Because like I said, all my kids are adults, so have fun with that. You know, have fun with that. You can try to get them all taken away. I have all adult children. Good luck.
You too, Katia. Everybody have a great day.
Yes, everybody have a good day. Thank you guys all for coming in and hanging with us. I know that not everybody will agree with everything I say, and that is okay. But I do come on and I try to say what I mean and have my opinion, and I try to do it respectfully, and that's all I try to do. And I know not everybody's always going to agree with me, but
You too, Summer Reed.
I hope everybody has 76 and sunny. You're lucky, Sarah. I want to go to the dog park. We still got so much snow, and I think it's like 27 degrees here today. But
Poon
I hope
Handler, are you going live? People were asking you to go live.
who?
Poon Handler.
Oh,
Love you too,
Poon
Samantha.
Handler, you going live? And thank you guys all for coming in. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you could hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, you know I like them both. Just hit it. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their Sunday. Monday is coming way too fast. Everybody stay healthy, stay happy, but most of all, stay you. And Samara, do you want to say goodbye?
Goodbye, Samara.
Bye, Samara. Have a good one, guys. Talk to you all later. Bye.